What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Ketchup Podcast, episode 35, with your boy Lofton in the building, aka Mr. Nice Guy, aka Mr. Hayes Adonis, aka if you don't know by now. And I got my homeboy right here, co-host Rajim. What's up?
What's up, man? Mr. Make It Happen. What's going on, man? Another week.
And once again, we've added a little perspective to the show. We got Philly's finest. What's up, Aaliyah? What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, and not last and not least, we have got a wonderful guest here, aka D-Town Boogie. Got my man, Darryl Brown up in the building. Darryl Brown in the building, man. Got to put the applause. The crowd is enjoying you as well.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So welcome to this episode of the Ketchup Podcast. It's good times. And once again, we always start out, I'm assuming everybody is, you got your Christmas shopping done, huh, Raj? You good on
Bruh, I literally just got back from Christmas shopping, bruh. Like literally 30 minutes ago, I just got back from Christmas shopping.
Hey, I knocked mine out a little bit early today. Yeah, I did mine a little bit today, so I still got a little bit to get. Aaliyah, what you got? You done got the gifts done?
No, they still in my thoughts and prayers. I wish
You gonna hit them with thoughts and prayers?
Thoughts and prayers. Merry Christmas. I'm glad we made it another year.
Bruh, I'm like, fuck them kids.
For real.
I say
What
all the time.
What up, D-Town, man? You got the Christmas stuff?
I ain't started, bro. I ain't started.
God damn.
I had planned on starting today, but I just couldn't get out of the bed today for some reason. Man.
Hey, you can say we slacking out here. Us four on this joint slacking like a mug.
Rough.
So
I ain't slacking. I ain't buying none. The hell you mean?
well, okay, are you good since all you sending out is free thoughts and prayers? So you straight.
Yeah.
All right, that was awesome.
Just send that mass text message out there. Merry Christmas. See y'all at dinner. Love you all. Thoughts and prayers.
What up,
Bro, real talk. I ain't gonna lie to you though. Every gift I bought, I was pissed off. This supposed to be holiday spirit. I was mad as shit every time I bought something. Fuck the goddamn kid. Grades bad as hell. He don't deserve this shit. Still buying shit. Yeah. It's a holiday season.
That's how I be. That's how I be sometimes. But and based on that, and we all, got the stressful. We've got added stress of not finished Christmas shopping. We come to the greatest time of the day. It's the drink of the day. I love the drink of the day. Everybody, crowd love the drink of the day. Right now, I'm gonna let y'all know how you started off. I've already got the shaker all good to go. So this time I've got a gin fizz. So all it is gin, got a little powdered sugar in it, got a little carbonated drink, and a little bit of lemon. You know what I'm saying? Put it in there. It's like fuzzy lemonade type deal, but it's got the gin in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and slip this up. So Roz, what did you bring to the show today?
So listen, you know what I'm saying? I started liking Tennessee apple. You ever had Tennessee apple?
Yep.
It's like, so I got the Tennessee apple. It got me a little lemonade. Then I got me a little soda water. And I made what I call a sour apple twist, right?
Okay.
So listen to me though. I put it in the corner store, the corner liquor store glass cup. Look. All I couldn't find is a little straw.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I need a little red straw. You know what I'm saying? I'm corner store bound, bro. That's how
You the man, good to go. Good to go.
Sour apple twist.
So Aaliyah, I saw you was up there, got a little stem on your glass. What you talking about? What you doing? Elegante up in this mug.
Yes, elegante. Elegante. It's a 2018 Merlot.
That was a good year. That was a good
year.
Yeah,
yes, sir. It's real good too.
Let me put my pinky up.
The higher the pinky, the fancier you are.
What? We ain't never had Merlot on the show.
Yes, 2018 Merlot.
2018. You know what I'm saying? That was a good year.
Before COVID. That's the BC. That's that BC before COVID.
Pre-COVID.
BC. My 2018 BC.
So hey, D-Town, what you got? What you bring to the table?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm detoxing today.
Okay. Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I had a little one too many what's the drinks I was that I be started in Florida?
Oh, you talking your
Moscow
Mule? Yeah.
So I just got a little bit of water today.
Hey, there's always one.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
We keep hydration on this show.
Yes.
We ain't gonna hate on you. That just means that you was getting it done.
I'm trying to do better.
You was getting it done on Saturday.
But guess what? I got you, play.
Yeah. He gonna handle it because he was hydrating last show.
Yeah, I was hydrating last show. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the only one to be holding it down. I ain't hydrating.
Yeah. Because you got to. You know what I'm saying? Because that COVID had me by the neck.
For everybody out there, let us know what y'all getting into the holiday spirits with your drink. Once again, cheers everybody on the show. Fantastic drink of the day done for the day, and now we moving on to the wonderful news of the week. And there has been some interesting news. I cannot deny, and there has been a big change. There's been a big change on the news of the week, so you will see the shift that is taking place. But first off, we're gonna look at this and we're gonna rest RIP to Twitch, Stephen Boss, DJ for Ellen DeGeneres show for many years. There are all type of artists out there, Snoop Dogg, Questlove, to name a few that sent their condolences. Looks as if the DJ died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Suicide, talked about that he had some demons that were kind of festering and brought themselves to light. He was married. I think he had 3 kids. Beautiful wife, beautiful kids. I mean, DJ making money, smiling, like, you know, it's one of those things, you know, no different than you see people in the military and stuff like that kind of goes along as you know, you don't really know what people are going through and what the ailments that they have going on in their background and their history and what's really affecting them. So you know, once again, RIP. Have you Raj, you know, I wanted to you know, talk to you guys because I mean I wasn't really an Ellen show watcher, you know, or anything like that. What things do you remember or details that you know about Twitch, DJ?
So hey man, like real talk, man, honestly, like, you know, you see a lot of people like celebrities, stuff like that, and you know, a lot come through and you don't really realize the impact. Like this dude, man, and like no homo or nothing like that, but you see this dude, man, he's always smiling, bro. He was always I you know, as back in the day I was a dancer, man, and like, you know, so I follow this cat because, you know, he's a dancer, and I follow him and his wife on TikTok. I follow their IG, you know what I'm saying? They always look like they was having a good time, man. And it's like, it was, to me, it was something that you would feel like in your relationship you would model, like, man, you know, I wish me and my wife danced and, you know, did all this stuff, blah. And like you said, you never know what people are going through in their head just by social media. It goes to show you that social media has a lot of what do you want to call it, misrepresentation of what people's lives really are, you know. And then, you know, speaking for me as a black man raising black men, you know, you have to also understand that we as black men weren't taught mental health was an issue. You know what I'm saying? And we forget to address mental health. Mental health is a huge problem in our community, and we don't know how to recognize it. That's the problem. You know, if you don't know how to recognize something, you don't know how to treat it. And a big problem was, like for me, I went through something back in 2003, and I talk about this to my sons all the time, you know, but I went through a time in 2003 where I was getting back on my feet, you know, and I was going through a lot of stuff or whatever, and trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And I never understood why somebody would commit suicide, but I got to that edge. I got to that edge where I could see why somebody would. You know what I'm saying? And you never, like I never had thoughts of killing myself, but I got to that edge where I could see where, you know, it would be beneficial to my life at the time. You know what I'm saying? So when it's something like that, we have to understand that especially as minority or men of color, you know, even women of color, we have to recognize it, because like a lot of times we're not taught that in our community, in our culture. And then also, you know, I don't want to take over, but we have to also understand that it's not a sign of weakness for you to address your you know, your mental health issues. It's not a sign of weakness to say, hey, I don't feel right, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live. You know what I'm saying? these are things we got to talk about in our community because we never talk about them, and so we don't know how to recognize the problem. My son, at 18 years old, he went through mental health issues, and I didn't recognize it. I didn't know till he actually went and seen somebody that he was going through it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, it was just judging from the outside looking in, man. He always seemed like a really good guy. RIP, condolences to the family, man. Like I said, we lost another good one, bro.
So Aaliyah, what information do you have, or what's your thought process on the whole situation?
Well, so as a person who's been there before, it is really an everyday struggle. And I don't think, like you said, Roz, a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of times I don't even think the person who is going through it, I can speak for me. I didn't recognize it as being suicidal. It hadn't formulated like that for me. In my mind, it was like, I just wanted to disappear. I just wanted to be away. I just did not want to deal with life anymore. And it was a lot. And even now, like I look back to where the shit that I was going through then that made me think, oh, it's time to just disappear, as opposed to everything that I've been through this year. And I'm like, I'm still here and I'm still standing. So therapy works.
Yeah.
Having a support system works. But I want people to understand that just because you was there at one point in time in your life doesn't mean it doesn't come back. It doesn't mean that when it comes back, damn, I'm back here again. Maybe I'm failing. Maybe I'm not doing something. That's not it at all. It is quite literally, when you start to recognize it, reach out for help. Since Twitch has died, I don't know if any of you guys follow me on social media. I know y'all two do. I have posted a few things. Check up on your strong friends. Check up on the friends who's always happy. Check up on the friends who check up on you. Like a lot of people, nobody would have thought that I was the person who was suicidal. No one would have thought that I was the person who was going through so much mental anguish, disappearing, because I never used the word I wanted to kill myself, because that's not what I felt. Disappearing was not the answer. And it is, like I said, it's a continued struggle. Know who you can reach out to. Know that you can always reach out to somebody. Really go get I know people don't want to hear it. It's a cliche. Oh, you need therapy. You need therapy. Therapy is so much more than just I'm dealing with suicide, or I feel a little depressed, or I'm going through something. Therapy is so much more than that. Don't think you're weak because you went. Don't think you're weak because you have to go. Go out there. There are many resources for help. And if not that, they do have this 1-800 I think it's 1-800 self-help, or suicide prevention line. I don't know the number offhand. I just call my girlfriend when I be mad. So reach out to somebody. Got to open up the bottle and just tell her all my problems, and then she'd be like, "Are you drunk?" I'd be like, "Yes." And she's like, "Are you going to bed?" "Yes." I just need to get my rest. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Rest in peace, Twitch.
Yeah, and hey, let me say this too, man. Like, hey, real quick. So also, we as veterans or whatever, we definitely got to check up on other veterans. My neighbor, young guy, came back a few years ago, and he's lost. Excuse me. And he told me, he's like, "Look, man," he said, I don't know which way to go. So, I got his number, and what I do is I reach out to him every night, like every other day. "Hey, man, how you doing? And he come over, have a drink, blah, blah." Because you never know the life that you're saving. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because a lot of guys won't say nothing. A lot of females won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know what to say to somebody, you're not gonna walk up like Aaliyah just said, you're not gonna walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, I want to kill myself." No, that's not what you're gonna say to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're able to, like, get with that person and show that person that, hey, somebody care about you, or something, there you go. Hey, perfect. There's the number down there. But so if you're able to, reach somebody you know, and let them know that, hey, there's something to live for, then, you know, it only takes a couple of seconds to have a conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Man.
Brown, with everything that was going on, what's your perspective? I know, you're still active duty as myself, and we see these things. Just the particular job that we both hold, we sometimes see these things come across our table with military personnel and whatnot. So, what's your perspective on this whole situation with Twitch?
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I mean, I was sad. I saw him because, I mean, I used to watch the Ellen show not every day because I'd be at work. But every time I saw him, like he was dancing, he was always happy. I knew he was like the DJ on Ellen. But then it came out that, he committed suicide. And I was like, oh man, I was like, the people who like are happy all the time, like those are the ones that's probably, I don't know if they're masking it or whatever, or trying to push through or whatever. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day. Actually, she we had went out for brunch a couple of weeks ago or whatever, not even knowing that she had a miscarriage couple of months ago, and then she just recently had another one. So then she posted about it, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Like, she was like, well, you know how we are, because I'm the same way. She was like, we just push through, like, it happened. I need to, just push through all of that. But I was like, I'm always here. I wanted to tell you, I'm always here for you, and it goes both ways or whatever. So we just have to do better, like with just communicating, like checking up on people, because especially like the ones that you see happy or whatever, you never know what they are going through. I was speaking to some of the airmen the other day at work because, in our line of work, like it's not good news. We don't get good news. Somebody calls it bad news. And being where I am, we get, anytime someone passes away in the Air Force, like we're going to get that report because we're up there. So I was sitting there talking to them the other day, and I was asking them, like, genuinely, like, does this affect you? Like, how do you know? Because you get these reports and you're reading these reports, you have to send it out to the leadership. I was like, is this affecting you? I was like, never feel like that you're alone. I had a couple of airmen come to me, and they was like, yeah, it could be kind of down sometime or whatever like that. And I was like, well, I'm always here for you. Like, if you ever want to speak, don't ever feel like you're alone. Like, if you don't want to read this report or whatever, be like, Sergeant Brown, I cannot handle this or whatever like that. Just let me know. We'll get you to help. I'll guide you. I want them to be good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's really there are signs, but it's just like, again, people, there's no one sign.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to communicate more often, check on each other, like genuinely, and I think we can get through it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big time, like Brian, you talked about, with our job, having in our line of work, there's a lot of information that flows through us, and we see a lot of things that most people don't see on a daily basis, would never be able to calculate. And we can literally sit there and calculate, oh man, we can go, hey, seems like suicides are up this month. Like we can do that in our job because we see those type of things, in the military and in the Air Force. So it can be taxing and whatnot. And you always got to check on your people no matter what is going on. Always say good morning. Always say hello. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? And really try to sit down and touch base with the people that are around you. Not only family, but the person that's walking down the street, that's holding the door. You know what I'm saying? That one smile or that one hello or that one act of kindness can help them get them through the day to go, hey, I can make it. So, just be a good person. And for those out there, if you do need somebody to talk to and you're out here listening to the show, the national hotline or National Suicide Prevention Hotline is there at the bottom of the screen, 800-273-TALK, 800-273-8255. So, hey, everybody be strong out there. I know this is one of the biggest times, especially coming into the holidays.
Yeah.
Make sure that you take care of the people, you talk, you call, you hug, and make sure you take care of everybody that's out there. So once again, rest in peace. RIP to Stephen Twitch Boss, DJ from Ellen. So really appreciate you guys. Kind words, all the words, and take care of yourself, guys, out there. Use that number if you need it. All right. And we're going to keep it pushing. So now we moving on to a little changed up segment. I switched it up a little bit because as the stallion turns, it's crazy out here. Because like she took over. She put up and said, "Yay, get the fuck out of here." Because I'm about to fall out and just get buck with all this news that's popping off. So we got, and I put up there, does anybody know what the hell is going on? It's crazy. So first off, I'm going to read these real quick for everybody. So first off, we got the bodyguard now is missing. That was supposed to testify in court. We got Joe Buttons was talking about he never liked Meg Thee Stallion because she used to do good people dirty. We got Meg Thee Stallion. I guess one of the witness, her BFF, pleads the fifth and refuses to say that Tory shot Megan. We got like I mean, we got no DNA on the gun. And then also it looks like Meg Thee Stallion's BFF has some connection with Tory Lane's record label. So it's all the way crazy situation that's going on. So Ross, talk to me, man. Have you been to the courtroom? Do you know what's going on, man? Are you like a secret witness? What's happening?
First of all, yes. So first of all, I feel like
I know you like Meg. I know you all in Meg corner.
So I'm gonna tell you like this.
Seems like she's a demon right now.
If Kanye can be Aaliyah's cousin, then Meg Thee Stallion.
First of all,
y'all so listen,
leave my cousin out of this.
Y'all never talk about my baby mom. And then look, hey, if she says she got shot in the foot, she got shot in the goddamn foot. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? The question is this:
did she shoot herself? Or like that's what I'm saying. That's the question.
That's what happened.
So that's the stupidest case I've ever seen in my life. Like it's four people that nobody know who shot. Like nobody know.
Bodyguard disappeared. Like
everybody knows who shot the. Like so now I heard the BFF say that she made a statement back in September saying that Tory Lane was the one shooting over the back of the seat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So her stupid ass lied. She gonna talk about she pleading the fifth, but you already said it. Like in September, you can't plead the fifth. You cannot plead the fifth out of some shit you already said. You like
you can.
She pulled a Mike.
He did it.
She pulled a Mike Tyson. That was like.
Yes, you can.
So maybe
you can't plead the fifth.
I don't know.
You can't plead the fifth.
He said, "I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4."
And what your boy say? 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5. That's what happened right there.
Man, this shit is crazy. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Like honestly, I can't say I want the man to go to prison because but at one point in time I did because I'm like, you can shoot my baby mama.
He didn't.
Aaliyah, talk to me. I don't know if
I'm just saying.
Was you in the
You know what I'm feeling like? What I feel like happening, or what I felt like happened.
Mm-hmm.
This wine is strong. But honestly, what I feel like happened was, everybody at the little girl house, Kylie house, they all a little tipsy, they get a little riled up, you know what I mean? And they all decide it's time to go because you always got that one friend who don't know how to act when they drunk. Right. Now, then she get combative. She combative with everybody. Then Tory let it slip. I don't know why you mad because
I'll be laying it out there.
I'm laying pipe.
laying the wood out here.
Right, you just went up here and announced to the world, I'm not your man. So why you worried about who I'm trying to lay pipe to tonight? And then he said, the best friend hopped in and wait a minute, bitch, you got some pipe too. So why you tripping? It was back and forth, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm drunk, I'm tipsy, I'm trying to pull my gun out the motherfucking pocketbook, and I shot myself. But what happened was we gonna get out here and everybody don't know what happened, because if we don't know what happened, we can't report to the cops.
Nobody know. It was a ghost.
Right. We can't report to the
I'm
cops.
about to pull a big crump on you. This is a big crump moment right here, right? So if she shot herself, don't you think Tory Lanez would have said, hey,
She shot
That crazy
herself.
motherfucker. Yeah,
I
that
ain't
crazy
gonna
motherfucker
say
shot herself.
I
shit.
just don't say it.
I ain't
Hold
gonna
up, hold
say
up.
shit.
Hey, hold up,
because
hold up.
I ain't no
Hey,
shit.
hey, hold up, hold up. Yeah,
Got themselves.
you gotta think
I
about
ain't
it.
no
Because
shit.
remember what Aaliyah said. Hey, just like you got them block rules. You know, it's like, hey, you see security gone. So they like, hey, don't say nothing. Security is not shielded.
Let the cops figure it out. Let the investigators investigate. I didn't see shit. I don't know shit. I don't know how she got shot.
Look.
Then the best friend said that. Oh, the best friend said that because as my best friend, my bullshit is your bullshit, and your bullshit is my bullshit. And guess what? She was just riding. Exactly. She was just riding with her friend until the cops said, nah, bitch, that ain't what happened. This evidence say that ain't what happened. And she goes, the fifth.
One, two, three, four,
so hey, my baby mama shot her goddamn self.
Hey, Brown.
She shot herself because she was drunk and couldn't get her gun out her purse.
Hey, talk to me, D-Town, man.
I don't know.
What's your perspective, though?
Based off her conversation, I'd be like, based off her perspective, that she shot herself.
She shot herself. Thank you,
why they
Mr.
just
Brown.
don't tell it then? Like, she shot herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She could have just told the cops that she shot herself. And
she can't because she done already lied to the cops and told them that Tory shot her.
What I'm saying, and none of the testimony, though, they said that she shot herself. They did say that Tory shot her. That came out
because that was the original lie that they got to stick to.
Okay,
Roger's baby mama shot herself because she was drunk and couldn't get a gun out her purse.
Goddamn, she told me the other day.
She shot herself.
The motherfucker.
He said she
shot her. He had a case problem.
He told him the other day. Okay,
goddamn. She said the other day.
You drunk ass baby mama shot herself.
She was like, baby daddy. She said, first of all, is your wife around? I said, no. She said, okay, listen. She said, baby daddy. Not is your wife around. Oh, no. At least she's respectable. She said, that motherfucker Tory shot me in my goddamn pinky toe. I said, well, call Della Reese and see the fuck she did. Because it's some bullshit. He said, shot a nigga in the pinky toe. Like, goddamn, this ain't gonna happen. Like, he's saying, now she walk around here, she can't wear red bottoms on the right foot. Because her ass got shot in the pinky toe. That's some bullshit. I ain't playing with this shit. Goddamn, y'all ain't finna be shooting. Y'all ain't gonna walk around here shoot my baby mama.
He did.
I'm just saying, your baby mama is a drunk ass lie and shot herself. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
it's gonna come out. But the thing is, she got to roll with her original story because again, now
Aaliyah, think about this.
Surgery.
Aaliyah, think about this. Think about this right here. As a female, as a black female, when have you ever gotten an argument drunk and then stayed drunk when you got to the argument? Soon as you get to the argument, you sober as shit. You be like,
you ain't never seen me on my worst night, sir. Honey, I used to drink Everclear. Okay, I used to drink Everclear. I woke up drunk the next day. All right, I ain't even going on. There was a point in time when I was mixing Everclear and moonshine. I was mixing Everclear in North Carolina moonshine, and let me tell you,
y'all deserve to be drunk.
Not the North Carolina moonshine.
That's that white lightning. What the fuck y'all not finna be listening. Y'all not finna be going in.
Hey. As the ref of this situation, y'all need to calm the hell down because all the things you're saying is false as shit.
I'm just saying.
So, anyways, D-Sound Brown, I'm trying to let you finish the perspective that you have. I mean,
my bad, bro. Go ahead.
Have you ever been around the situation where you really had to go hard in the paint for a lie like you knew was like super lie and you like, yo, I gotta ride this shit out? Like, dude, like why you tell that lie? Like I gotta somehow ride that lie? Have you been in that situation before?
I mean, I have.
Because my bullshit is your bullshit.
You gotta go with it.
It's my bullshit.
I remember, so I'll tell you this story. I mean, it's nothing at that level of somebody getting shot, but me and my cousin, who was teenagers, we took his father's Pathfinder, and we was in the Poconos. We were supposed to be going to Wendy's to go get food. We ended up in Brooklyn on Eastern Parkway and Juve. Ended
That's
up
a long ass detour.
crashing the car, but we had to get back to the Poconos.
Wow.
We didn't know. We busted the tire. The tire was flat, right? So we had to bust the lock on the tire, and we made it back to the Poconos early that morning or whatever like that. The lie that we had going, pretty much from a teenager up to probably like I was 25 or 26, is that we dodged from hitting a deer. That shit went on for years.
Hey, at least
And
that
the
lie
Academy
worked.
Award
At least
goes
that lie
to-
works because you was in the Poconos. Now, if you was in Brooklyn, then
Right.
you'd be like, you can pull
You
out
should-
the deer, though.
You know what I said? Tory Lanez shot you. I got shot by Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez ain't shooting nobody.
You gotta make it work for you.
At Wendy's.
That's good, man. Hey, that's good stuff right there. Oh, man, that's awesome.
You could have said
So,
you didn't make a stallion.
Tory Lanez ain't shooting nobody.
I believe he shot her. He shot her.
I don't know. It's
He
weird.
shot her, dog.
He shot her.
It's like
You know what?
It's a weird situation.
You
out
was
there.
right. You know what, Mr. Brown? You was my friend up until now. Up until
I'm
now,
saying
he ain't shoot. He ain't shoot her. She shot herself.
Yeah,
Kanye
hey,
shot her.
Hey, there you go.
What I tell you about talking about my cousin? What I tell you about talking about my cousin?
You talking about
Well,
baby
hey,
mama, so you might well. I said, look,
Your baby
Look,
mama shot her
baby
drunk
mama.
self.
look.
Time
Your
out,
cousin shot
time
my baby
out,
mama.
time out, time out. We're gonna keep it pushing. So everybody out there, we keeping it moving. Since we got somebody that's from Brooklyn, I said, hey, let's throw this on here. You know what I'm saying? We got Biggie, a king in Brooklyn. We had designed by local artist Sherwin Banfield, and they have the notorious B.I.G. statue that is standing out in the park, out in the Brooklyn area. A statue stands about 9 feet tall. And my question to everybody on this, I mean, of course, with Mr. Brown here, this is his daggone stomping ground. So I already got a statue out there. But for those that have different stomping grounds, what would be the statue? Who would be the statue from your neck of the woods? You know what I'm saying? Like what they doing? What they doing up there in Pensacola? Who they putting up? Who are they doing in Philly? What they gonna do? I mean, I gotta figure out any. I don't know Indiana though. Like I think I got one, but it wouldn't be musically.
What, sport?
Pensacola.
No, go ahead, Roz. I'll start out with you.
So Pensacola, we going with Plies.
Plies is gonna be that
Yeah.
cool. Got a statue of Plies.
Yeah.
Hey, look, tell me what it is. No, hold up. Now give me what does it say on the plaque underneath Plies' joint?
Hey, I'm from the hood though. Like the hood though. Like
really from the hood though.
Woo! I'm making my baby daddy.
All right, Philly, talk to me. All right, Philly. So tell
It'll
me,
definitely be Meek Mill. It'll definitely be Meek Mill, and
what's
I
on
think
the plaque?
it'll say, "Hold up, wait a minute, y'all believe
Yeah.
that on there? Like that's the only anthem. I don't care.
All right. Look, I'm gonna put D-Town Boogie on. I mean, I'm gonna give it to you like this. You gotta come up with another one from Brooklyn. I mean, y'all got enough.
Jay.
Y'all got enough. You know what I'm saying?
Jay.
So you got Jay. So what's the black say? What's the black say?
Hove.
This is say
Hola, Obito.
You got the diamond on it. Oh, all right, I got you. Okay. Well, I mean, I got two spots that I grew up. So I was born in Indianapolis. So really, we got the sports deal, but something outside of sports. I would say the only person that reps Indianapolis outside of just the sports deals will be Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying? And I will put on there all about the Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? Like we always trying to get this cash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I'll put that dude up there. You know, because he always rep Indy. No matter if he in LA or doing whatever, he be showing up back in Indy doing his thing. So hey, that's good stuff, man. So
you pick Meek Mills over Will Smith?
Kevin Hart.
First of all,
you gave that look like what?
Come on.
I agree with you on Meek Mills though.
That's my other cousin.
Okay.
That's my other cousin. You know.
Meek.
I mean, I fuck with Meek Mills. I like Meek
No,
Mills.
that's That's my little boo thing.
Oh,
Will
okay,
Smith,
okay.
Will the cuz. Will's cuz.
Will
That's
Smith,
family.
my other cousin.
She like to slap
You know,
friends too.
Yeah, you got a crazy ass cousin.
no,
Gotta slap him.
yeah, I'm about to say all is Philly related, but that's just how we do. You know, you ain't gonna talk shit about his wife. That's all I'm gonna say.
You gonna get that smack in my max. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Y'all gonna stop thinking Will Smith soft because he out here getting jiggy with it. I just want y'all
Okay.
to know.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want y'all to
So,
know.
hey, I will say back in the day, summertime, shit.
That's the jam.
Summertime used to
Oh,
be that
yeah.
shit.
It's still the jam.
I
Ain't
mean,
no back
It's
in
just
the
hard till
day.
you hear that.
But did you realize they ain't really playing that much this
they
summer?
ain't really play it.
They was mad at Will Smith. He don't care. That man is a multi-millionaire. Okay, like
You know.
Hey, look, we
Yeah.
already know money ain't everything.
Well, everybody hate Chris.
We know that.
You know.
It make it better though, but it ain't everything.
it ain't everything.
It ain't
I
everything.
mean, you know, I can assure you, I think he upwards of $200-300 million, if not more.
Yeah,
$200-300
he up there.
million
Making that dough.
dollars.
He good.
I'm not upset if y'all gonna be mad for a little bit. Kanye, our other cousin, gonna do something, and y'all gonna forget about me in a little. Y'all gonna forget about me in a little.
Yeah,
Hey,
now
yeah,
y'all
look,
my
yeah.
baby mama.
Man. Hey, look, I understand why you was talking so you was going hard in the paint for therapy, boy, because I know that whole squad.
Let me tell you,
they may have been the ones that put you in therapy.
Like growing up in Philly is rough. That's like that. First of all, that's like the first layer. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's only the top. Okay. Cool.
That's just that ain't even foundation. It is quite literally the first layer. Foundation is waking the hell up, knowing ain't no food in the house.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
You know, but it's crazy when I tell you, you know.
Like that.
I pray for my cousin. Pray for my cousin.
Hey, you got somebody riding with you, man. They said,
yeah, you need to pray for all your cousins.
First of all, sir, get off my cousins. Worry about the call.
Hey, you been talking about baby mama all got on the show. Hey,
she shot herself with a drunk ass. She's an angry drunk. She's an angry drunk.
First of all, she ain't never been an angry drunk. Every time I'm with her, she ain't never angry.
Look at all these lies. Look, you gotta make sure you keep up on this. But we got new shit.
No,
what up,
hey, my wife gonna kick my ass. She see this.
Look,
shit.
you the one saying it. Look, you're like you said it. Look, I ain't at your house, so you good.
I want y'all know I love my wife. I'm telling y'all that shit now.
Well, all right, we're gonna keep it pushing right now, man. I've seen JD Jermaine Dupri was talking about, he confirmed that there's gonna be a versus battle. Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri. Who you got? Is JD a sleeping giant?
That's a hard one.
Or does Diddy steamroll? Like, and I went through on Wikipedia, right? So I was like, hold on, let me see what they produce and what they've been on. And I'm like, always versus is you got 20, right? So you got 20 that you got to bring. And I'm gonna say JD got 20. That is like, he got a nice 20. Where I mean, if he went past 20, it would start getting sketchy. But his 20 he can bring to the table is legit. Like, I mean, straight up, I can think 2000 to 2005 Germany. JD was in the club a lot. Like, JD was killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was killing in the club. So I'm gonna have to look at it like, man, it's big time. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of these singles. I mean, you got, of course, with JD. I'm going JD first. You got the cats out here. Of course, you're gonna start out with Crisscross. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Jump. That's a classic. It would play. It would do its thing. You know what I mean? It's the second best jumping song you can have. Besides jump around, like, you know what I'm saying? You got jump, crisscross jump. You got things like the Brat. You got Funkdafied in there. You got Tonight's the Night, crisscross deal. You got then he brings the pain when he goes, hold up, I'm gonna bring Usher. You make me wanna leave the one on it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You start getting to that Usher, dog. You got Nice and Slow. You got My Way. You got Make Me Wanna. Then you start getting into
everything you want to.
I think I'm going past. I don't think I'm putting Bow Wow joints on there. They wouldn't hit like that. What else we got?
Wait a minute.
Two of them.
You got. But I'm just looking at the 20. You got Confessions Part 2. You got My Boo.
Yeah.
You got Burn. You got. I mean, like
he was on.
You got Mariah Carey. You got Mariah Carey. Shake 'em off. Like you got freaking. You got Grills. You got doom. You gotta get my grill. You know what I'm saying? Like you got haters in there, dog. Like,
I just feel like they're in two different spaces, and I mean that in a sense of like JD's catalog was like club hits. You see what I'm saying? Like you heard him in the club. He was party central. Now don't get me wrong. Diddy had a few, but a lot of his stuff was just let's spark up a blunt music. I'm just saying, like we chill. We back here. Like Diddy had a lot of Diddy's catalog is Biggie. After Biggie,
I mean, you got Mary J.
Like, wait a minute, you got
lady.
You got Mary. You got Day 26. You got
he produced a lot of those hits. But think about it. You heard a Day 26 album in the club. You heard Danity Kane in the club.
Yes.
You from the Midwest?
No, he's from New York, so it's like.
He's from New York, so that especially don't count. So.
But you got Dylon, and Dylon. That's three right there by themselves.
You know what?
You got Carl Thomas.
Like,
yes.
Yep.
But I'm looking at it like this. Like if you look at those clubs and you add Usher, which Usher hits every point of that. Like he can give you the clubby boy and he gonna give you the singing
Mr. R&B.
I don't know, but you got,
you know what I'm saying?
You got Black Rob, you got all these cats too though.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the songs he gotta go up against. He got like Jermaine Dupri's hits are club. Like they are.
They were club banger too though. I got this bad.
Like
at the time she was. You know what I'm saying? What?
All about the Benjamin.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like
not all about the Benjamin.
You want to rumble with the beat, huh?
What? You want to rumble with the beat, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Throwing hats on the whole family.
Like I think
you gotta do the dance too, bitch. You think
I feel like I think it'll be a little bit closer than most people think. I think people Diddy just gonna run
that's a good match.
Shot. But I think for 20, Jermaine Dupri for sure could be right there. But that doesn't even also include the remixes. So you got Welcome to Atlanta. And Jermaine Dupri will make a So Def remix on anything. He be like, all right, So Def remix. Let me bring the Brat. Bring the Brat. Bow Wow and them.
Jagged Edge.
Like, let's go.
But we got about Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He got joints, man. Yeah. He got a squad.
Yeah. But see, Diddy got 112 though. So
I mean,
I need it.
But it comes down to if it was produced by him. Because they were on Bad Boy though, right?
Mace.
Yep.
Yeah, Mace had a few. So is it going to be the hits they produced or the hits they were quote unquote artists?
I think it'll be both. It'll go produced or if they rapped on them. So I mean, Jermaine Dupri was on a lot of stuff and whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was there.
Rapped.
Looking around the video.
They spit them verses. They rapped. They rapped on it on a remix. So, I mean, I say the Welcome to Atlanta is pretty good. I mean, like he got some stuff that could get rolling, and I think it's very regional too. So it'll be very much like New York. You'll have certain things like Whoa would go hard in New York. I mean, Sean on that, you'd be like, yeah, that's going hard. But then and then if you put that Atlanta run, because I mean he literally created the Atlanta sound. So I mean, like,
who was the guy that from Belize?
Shine.
That was Sean.
Yes, he was.
His career was about to take off, and then he went to jail. And then
did he go to jail or was he sent? Well, Now,
That means you're there either way. If you sit or go.
I'm legit asking because I know it was like this whole thing about something happened. He got blamed for something, or he wasn't, or he took the fall for something.
He didn't snitch. He could have had a whole career if he would have just snitched.
Was that the one where with Jennifer and Lopez? Is that when
that's when they broke up.
Something happened around that time.
Yeah, that's when they broke up because J-Lo was like, I can't be out here.
He took
the fall for that.
Yeah.
He took the fall for it. But right now he's like he's the president of Belize, or he's running for some office down there or something. I
did hear something like that, yeah.
Can you be the president of Belize?
Prime minister or whatever their titles are down there. I don't know.
I'm running for president in 2028.
Yeah.
So
or it's like his father or something.
Okay, Raj.
Look, you know they're gonna look back at this show. You understand that now that is a thing, right?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, this is gonna be the headline.
If y'all see my name on the ballot, just go and check the box. Go and check the box.
Say Megan Thee Stallion's ex-baby daddy is running for president.
The lies.
Yeah,
he's the leader of the Belize United Democratic Party.
Look at that.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's making things happen, but he's doing something. But hey,
a lot of people voted. I know he was having people out there voting for him. So
yeah. So look, now y'all gotta give me. We got 4 folks on here. So give me, who do you got? JD, Diddy, Roz.
I'm going JD.
Talk to me, D-Town.
It's a hard one. I'm gonna just go with Diddy, New York.
All right, he going hometown. And Aaliyah, give me some perspective.
I'm just here for the chicken wings because I like them both.
You the one to keep the chicken wings open in the club. Like they be like, who's buying these chicken wings? You like, that's her right there. Like, I
don't like the way Diddy treats his artists, but the music is fine.
I'm gonna go with JD because I mean I like Diddy's stuff, but like I think crowd hype wise, I feel like JD may have a little bit more as of songs that will be like, oh, that's the joint. Like people will go like, oh, that's it. We already know what Diddy gonna bring. He bringing mad Biggie hits.
Yeah,
it was like it's gonna be Biggie for like 8 to 9 of them joints. And you be like, come on.
So let me ask you this. Let's just say you got Diddy and you got JD both hosted. Right. Who brings the most energy?
JD.
I would say
it depends.
I would have to give JD. I would think JD may do that.
I had never seen JD hype.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
he got a lot of head.
Atlanta's vibe isn't hype though. Atlanta's vibe is good. They're more laid back. We having a good time. We kicking it. As opposed to Diddy, who's we turned up, we partying, we out here. So that's what I'm saying. Like their vibe is totally different.
And that's why I say he will win because it's just he's bringing that energy, that fire.
But sometimes,
along with the music.
But you know that Diddy was hype when he ain't need to be hype in some of them videos.
He
was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, everybody was looking at Diddy in the background, like, "What is he doing?" Like this is a love song, and he back there like,
Mr. Shiny Shoes.
The fact that he can't stop, won't stop. I mean, shit. Like if it's a love song, he already told you.
Making his multiple baby mamas. He's trying to get out here.
Hey, Diddy got side chicks on deck, dog. Let's talk about that.
They not side chicks.
I heard he wasn't side chicks. See, you up here disrespecting.
No, he just got
he got a harem.
Is he trying to be?
Yeah. He got a harem.
Young Miami said she ain't a side chick. Did he say she ain't a side chick? Freaking academics had to apologize because he called her side chick and she ain't a side chick. So that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, you up here
saying. But it's 2 more chicks that just popped out of nowhere.
No, but they the side chicks or just the baby mamas. I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, so at this point, he just need to have a few tax shelters.
He did it for tax reasons. That's dope. That's dope right there.
That is a tax shelter.
That is the craziest joint. You be like, yo, this is my tax shelter. I'm gonna go
My
ahead
tax
and
shelter. Tax shelter.
I'm about to do this 1099.
You know,
Leave
we
it
just
in-
needed to
Alright.
hire a few more.
Hey, let's talk about we back to the best of the rest. So let's talk about possible snitching. We got Gunna. He was released after pleading guilty to racketeering conspiracy charges. And folks is out here talking about he snitched to get that going on. Next up, we got Yeezy's company is facing eviction, and he also had his name was brought up while somebody was doing a anti-Semitic. I guess somebody beat up an old Jewish man, elderly Jewish man, and brought Yeezy's name into it in the halls of Yeezy. I strike you down. I don't know what they said, but I was like, yo. So I guess they said that. Then we got Moneybag Yo. Got offered $100K from a porn star to come through, which kind of wild. Like this porn star was gonna pay Young Money. Young
It ain't
or
wild.
Moneybag Yo.
Why is it wild? Like,
What's
why
up?
is it wild?
I'm like,
Why
I
is
mean,
it wild?
I guess that was what the ladies get money now. They
But I'm
can just be
saying,
like, hey, I'm about to go get this dude. Like,
if I was single, I'm like, if I was single, why is that? Why?
I mean,
I'm
just saying.
Where
like,
is the question to that?
That's like $100,000 an hour. You good.
Exactly. She be like, hey, I need you to come through. Come through for
But
$100,000.
see, but you gotta ask yourself. Come on now, as a porn producer, I'm a producer. Yes, I am. As a porn producer, you gotta ask a lot of questions. What is this person bringing to the table? What are we doing? What's the scene? What's the setup? Because
it wasn't even to be recorded. She was saying just to come through.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. She just wanted him to do some things, or she was trying to do some things to him. She wanted people to watch. She wanted to go live. Like they're up. I needed to know the specifics of the contract.
Got you. I feel you.
My question is, who watches?
Grandmama,
okay, tell her to do that. He said,
I
chicken wings.
Specifics of the contract.
You want me to bring chicken wings? Or you want me to? Okay, I got you. I do that.
100K, we good. Also, we got Dave Chappelle's Hollywood Bowl attacker was sentenced to jail. He got 270 days.
Good.
Also, we've got Takeoff's alleged killer is going to claim self-defense in the murder case, which is going to be an interesting thing because I'm like,
no, I mean that's not interesting because if y'all remember, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. When the story first got put out, because I be on it, internet researches and things. When the story got put out, there was a text thread, if you will, like somebody was texting what was going on as it was going on. Basically, what happened? Quavo, Takeoff was over there minding his business, having a conversation with somebody. Quavo was losing his money. He was down like $6,000-7,000. He started talking about folks was cheap. Basically, he got hot. You know how little kids they get mad, they hot and bothered. They gotta tell some. Now I'm gonna pull out my gun because I know y'all bitches cheating, and that's what happened. He brandished. Allegedly, he brandished a gun. Somebody saw a gun. They get the shooting. Takeoff got hit in the crossfire because everybody said it was one of those things where one playing the game, the next minute they start shooting. Nobody could understand why the shooting started.
Right.
Mr. Quavo was hot in the motherfucking head, talking shit, going back and forth, brandished the gun. Other guy shot first.
So if Quavo was first brandishing the weapon, it could be a problem where this dude could.
You threatening my life.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Like this whole deal could be interesting. Where
first of all, wait a minute.
And we're back at those drunk ass witnesses.
Well, let me. First of all, talk to me about drunk ass. You listen to the same person that just said my baby mama shot her damn self.
She did shoot herself.
She sort of made good daggone statements, man.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Don't run that bullshit.
I can't wait till she get on the stand and tell the truth.
First of all, Hayes, don't fall into that bullshit. First of all, that's some bullshit. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is a rendition of what happened, right? They was playing dice. I'm saying
Right.
Quavo outside.
They were shooting
Quavo
craps.
outside-
They wasn't playing dice.
shooting craps, same thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead.
For
Continue.
It ain't.
you hood people. I'm hood, nigga. I know the damn it's the same shit. So anyway,
That ain't the same because we'd have been
I'm
on the
hood.
street corner. He'd have just got hit the fuck up and I'd have snatched
These
all
this
the money.
rich,
Like
this,
I said,
look,
they was
this
playing
rich
craps,
nigga,
but continue.
rich nigga shit is still dice, nigga. The same shit.
I
So
reckon.
anyway, so listen, Quavo started losing money.
Mhm.
This nigga called Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez came through after he shot Megan Thee Stallion, and that's who shot goddamn Offset.
It's all solved right there. There it is. He did it.
Then they called Kanye for the getaway call.
What did I tell you about talking about my cousin? What did I tell you
Hey,
about my cousin?
this is another
That's
rendition.
what happened.
This is another rendition of Sherlock Negro solving problems.
Okay.
That's what happened. Boom.
Okay, Sherlock.
Mic drop. Oh, there it is. That's what happened, Your Honor.
Sounds like trash. Anyway, your baby mama shot her drunk ass self.
Well, it looks like with this whole, with the takeoff situation, I mean, that seems like a possibility. Like, just based on that little situation, you're like, man, this dude, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if that he could get. I don't know if he could get off, but that's gonna be interesting the way they play that situation and the way the video shows. Especially if Quavo was the first one brandishing a weapon.
It escalated from an issue that Quavo had.
Yeah,
That Quavo was having with the fact that he was losing. Yeah. And something was said, something was did. Like it was a thing between Quavo and
when you bring that iron out. When you bring that iron out, all it does is bring the iron out.
The thing is, y'all know the motherfucking rule. The first rule is self-protection. If shoot to kill.
Yeah.
You shoot to kill. I'm not putting this motherfucking piece out just to show y'all that I got a pretty little motherfucking gun. I'm telling you right now, you finna feel at least 4 of these bullets. At least 4.
Yeah, you're no longer an employee of goddamn me Ketchup.
I'm just saying, if it was me,
matter of fact, I'm really convinced that you the one shot Megan.
I did.
It's like
I did. That was talking shit about my thing, and I had to let her know Tory Lanez not hers. She better back up off of him. And she started talking shit, so I shot her ass in the pinky too.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there.
In a row, I have to go. All the statements said here. I was just having a great time on the Mick Ketchup podcast. Don't believe any of the shit that we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's not. We are just a team. There's nothing else that we're doing. We're just having a good time. All right.
Yeah, this is that bullshit.
We just having a good time talking shit.
And last but not least, we got Lil Wayne. Got Lollipop has made it to diamond level times 10. So this is my question, right? So because Lollipop happened to come out in that weird window where it wasn't like super streaming and there was still people buying albums and like it was kind of weird because Lollipop was a big banger. Like everybody was loving that song, right? Yeah. But then you have other artists on his own label. You got Megan Thee Stallion, you got Drake. They all have diamond songs before him. This is his first one. He's also getting on the list with artists that are younger than him and came out after him and have worse songs. And they have diamond already on some of their stuff. So is this a situation that shows it is easier for artists now to make money and become popular?
No.
And not have the same quality as their previous? Or do you feel like it's a situation of same quality, they just touch more people? Talk to me, Aaliyah.
I don't think it's not same quality because I would never compare what's his damn name? Was Moneybag Yo? I'm just only because I just because
you just heard that. Yeah.
No, I would never he would never. He might got a diamond album. I don't know. I'm just saying I would never compare Moneybag Yo catalog to Lil Wayne's. You just like you said, those accolades are based off of sales. And like you said, it came out at a weird time when we were transitioning from buying CDs and everything like that to start where we started streaming. Now, everybody who came out after him, Meg Thee Stallion, Drake, of course, Drake got diamond things because he was at an era where we're now streaming. Everybody's streaming Drake, everything. People, what's the one that came out and they was like, oh, it didn't do real well. The baby.
Never mind.
And it's still sold albums. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those weird things. But for real, if Lil Wayne came out at a time where we were already streaming, all of his shit would be diamond. So it's like it's not, that's nothing. But then you got to realize, not only did he go diamond, or not only did he make just the rap, he also did the remix with the other guy, I don't know his name, and then he also did another remix where he had the heavy metal people, music playing in the background. Right. So it's like his song that song was universal in that it touched other genres outside of rap. So yeah, it should have went platinum. I wouldn't be surprised if the music that he makes, the Carter 4, the Carter 5, or whatever Carter we're on right now, I don't know.
17.
Surprised if he goes platinum, or not platinum. It's going to go platinum the week it comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes diamond. You know what I mean? By the end of the year that it comes out, because that's the quality of music he has. He reaches everybody. Like,
talk to me, Mr. Brown.
Diamond artist.
Talk to me, Mr. Brown. Do you think it's one or the other? You think it's the quality of music, or you think it's just the technology that's created with the technology is helping out mediocre music?
I think technology is helping out mediocre music because it's at everybody's fingertips. It's like we used to have to go on Tuesday, New Music Tuesday, to Best Buy. I was faithfully there every Tuesday buying my CD. So it was based off of what you bought, like the numbers that was reported, sales or whatever. Now, even with the streaming, you don't necessarily have to go out there and buy that particular song. You could just stream that song. So you might subscribe to something and you're just streaming it. Oh, I want to put that song on repeat. So that's 1, 2, 3, however many counts that they get. So you have, like you said, like what is this the Soulja Boy or whatever, when he came out, what did he use? YouTube or whatever. They don't have to go out and find record labels or whatever. Like, you can kind of like do things from your own home, make your own music and put it out there. People start hearing it, you're underground, it gets popular, then people will start looking for you. You know what I mean? Right. So
understand.
And then, like, I think a lot of our people that sign people nowadays, they don't really look for quality music or art. They're just looking for the next thing.
Yeah, who's hot? They like if somebody got folks following.
No longevity. They don't really care about longevity because I don't really plan on investing that much money into them. Like, you hot right now, and then when you we're gonna kick you to the curb when you unsigned now. Like.
Yep. So Roz, what is your perspective on this whole situation?
Same thing, man. It's like I feel like technology has boosted mediocre music. And it's like you don't really have to have a good technique or a good style, or what I'm saying, you have a good hook, a weird beat, and what I'm saying, you reaching like I said, my 15-year-old think Lil Yachty is hot. I'm like, nigga, what? Like what? Like we ride. I take him to school. I drive him to school, and he try to play. No, bro. Lil Yachty gets no play in this truck. No, we don't do
Lil Yachty.
That's what I'm saying. But if you listen to these cats, you like, man, like this, and they talk about the same thing. They all talking about the same thing. And don't get me wrong, I feel like when we was growing up, we probably talked about the same thing too. But we talk about stuff we knew, But like you said, it's a generation thing, Like you can reach back in the day, Hazel, me and you was doing music. We can reach thousands of people, and we thought we was doing something. But now with social media, you can reach millions. You know what I'm saying? Worldwide.
We wouldn't even be doing this podcast.
We wouldn't even be doing this podcast.
We'd be out here balling.
We'd have been dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
Like we was
mediocre than a motherfucker.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been like, I'm gonna give you this mediocre ass beat, and we be
for
real
real.
mud.
I would have just look, mediocre ass hook and every damn thing. Like,
Damn.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, we would have been boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, for real.
I wish we had streaming and YouTube and all that stuff.
Yeah, they
What?
I got a question
But-
for Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, you ever hit up on the tower?
The tower. Oh, the music store.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying, CDs came out on Tuesdays. I'm just saying.
New Music Tuesday.
But that's what that was fun back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like when you know an artist CD was about to drop. Like for example, when I was in the Army, man, every time Mystical dropped, I was at the PX waiting for the CD to sit. Wait for the stock shell. You know what I'm saying? Wait for Mystical CD or wait for DMX new CD or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that was fun. Now, like shit, they pop out.
I forgot you like 55, but
like
go
12
ahead.
o'clock. It's 12 o'clock at night. It's already on iTunes.
First of
like that.
Hey, first of all, I'm 49 and I'll be 50 next month.
Something like that.
But look, your boy still look at that. That's that.
See, but you know, and another thing that I liked about those New Music Tuesdays, at least for myself, because you know, in our music relationship with me and Roz, I was the producer. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was an A&R. So he had like A&R, go find it. I made the music. And the music piece was, you had the fold outs. I loved the fold outs and CDs. Because then you learn things. Like if you were trying to get into music, you learned like who the producers was. And they had another person playing the keys. Oh, that was a real violin that was in there. And they had somebody playing it. And you would look like, you were finding out real rappers' names. We didn't know real rappers' names. We were like, oh, who is
Marshall Mathers?
Yeah, you be like, who is Brodus? Like, who is this Brodus dude on Snoop joints? Like, you would find out like they real names. You finding out who actually produced the songs. Sometimes they had
wrote the songs.
Yeah, you had
that was the surprising thing. The surprising thing to me all the time was who wrote the songs, because I think for a long time I thought artists sang the songs that they wrote, because I grew up in a house where we was playing, you know, Michael Jackson and Prince, where they wrote their music.
You know
what I'm saying? You know? But when you start
call me old?
I mean,
my uncle's your age.
Say you was a teenager in the house. We was kids. Nah.
My uncle's your age. So, but then I would look at, like you said, you would find it. You're trying to read the lyrics and stuff. You would find out it wasn't just that person. It was quite literally 4 or 5 or 6 or 12 people who wrote a song, right? That contributed to that song, and then to listen to the old, and that's probably why I love the oldies, because a lot of times they wrote the music that they sung. You know what I mean? It's not like it is today where you got 12 people producing hits like "Baby," but by what's the little boy name?
Baby.
Probably, I don't know. But also, you can find out. You can also find out what sample they use too, and that was a good thing. Because I can find out what old song that they happen to use.
Yes.
And you be like, oh, I'm gonna go check that song out. And be like, oh,
you have to look at the credits for that song and realize it took a few people to write that. What's Usher guy's name? The little white boy,
Justin Bieber.
Him. And like when they talk about 8 people wrote baby, it's 6 fucking literally 6 words.
It was the way he said baby though. Somebody gave him direction. He was like, don't say baby. They said baby.
Say baby.
Like,
the third one, bring it up an octave.
Bring it up.
6 words.
That's what it was. That was what it was. It was like, hold up, you said it all wrong. But anyways, we was talking about music. We about to get up in this music thing real quick. So we moved on to the music of the week, my peoples, and we got some stuff that was happening this week. And actually, I did more than just this week. I went ahead and went through the rest of December. So we had things like Jacquez, we had
it's Jacquez. It's Jacquez. King of R&B.
My bad, Jacquez. All right, so we got AB Soul, Suicide Boys came out with some. Chief Keef came out, Little Dirt, Young Dolph. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. I think they put some music together for him. The Alchemist did a little something. We got Pee Wee Longway. I don't even know what that is. And we got some stuff coming into the next year. Mike, Beware the Monkey. You know, it's a whole bunch of this stuff that's they trying to finish out the year. I think most of the artists that were really trying to get something out came out earlier in the month for the winter time for the Christmas albums and whatnot. But you know, I was gonna give some love to the West Coast top dog music, and I went with AB Soul, Ab Soul, Herbert is the album, 18 tracks, Holidays, FOMF, The Wild Side, Go Off, and Church on the Move was the songs that I really enjoyed. Check out AB Soul, Ab Soul, really good. Top Dog Music, if you know Top Dog Music, that is Kendrick Lamar and them. So you know, they got a nice little sound out there. So he's got very lyrical. So it's a very lyrical album. Not going to give you any of that you know what I'm saying, that nonsense. He's going to give you that very lyrical album that's out there. So go check out that Herbert AB Soul, 18 tracks, like I said, Holidays, FOMF, The Wild Side, Go Off, and Church on the Move with the songs Mint Ketchup, Spotlight. That is your music of the week. And now we're going to keep it pushing. Now we're moving on to the interview portion. Mr. Brown, we welcome you once again. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, man. I mean, we know each other for we worked together for about a year and some months. You know what I'm saying? So we met down in Florida working in the Air Force together, and you know, I feel like we had great conversations, man. We were learning a lot from each other, man. I was trying to, you know, help you out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get that leadership rod, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We was always doing good things, man. But you have a really amazing story and stuff like that. Going through, you know, a lot of stuff and taking on the responsibility. So what really got you in? Give us a background. What really got you into the military Air Force situation up to when I ended up meeting with you?
So I started off in the military 2016, January 3rd, 2016. I did 3 years ROTC in the high school Air Force. I knew I was going to always join the
Hurry
military.
up and open up that cough drop.
Not opening up cough drops at all.
I knew that I was going to always join the military, but I needed to get some stuff out of my system, I guess, right after high school. Gotcha. Ended up having my daughter in 2004. Was it 4? Yeah. I think it was 4.
Yeah. Y'all ours are about the same age. Right?
Yeah, 2004 had her. So I was like, that kind of like was the driving factor. I was like, okay, now I can't live paycheck to paycheck. I got somebody else to depend on me, you know. So
yeah.
And now I guess it's time. So anyway, joined the military, went to basic training in San Antonio. First duty station, I was at Ellsworth Air Force Base, South Dakota. I was a propulsion mechanic. I did that for 5 years. I liked the time out there. It was good. At first, it started off kind of rough, but there's not a lot of us out there in South Dakota.
in quotes, us.
But it was good. It was good. I learned a lot out there. A bunch of good guys out there. First time camping, mudding. You know, I was introduced to like a lot of different things that I normally wouldn't have done.
Yeah, so, coming from Brooklyn, there's not a lot of mudding or camping happening.
Amen.
Unless you're homeless.
So I respect that. So I was ready to get up out of there. So I was like, if I don't cross train or get orders, I'm getting out. Like I was telling my supervisor, he was like, no, don't let this be, you know, your whole scope of the Air Force is different, whatever, you know. So I was like, if I got accepted to cross train and then come into the 1 Charlie 3 career field, BOP to Andrews. I did 4 years at Andrews. Then I moved over to the Pentagon.
All right now, DMV.
Right, DMV. That was an epic time here. That was from 2011 to 19. So 4 years at Andrews, 4 years at the Pentagon and National Military Command Center. And then I came down to Florida. Florida 2019 to 2022 earlier this year. and then they sent me back to the Pentagon here to
Yeah,
work.
so y'all around each other. Yeah, y'all around each other. You and Aaliyah are in DC.
Yeah. So I
y'all did it up.
mean, coming back, I mean, it's kind of like bittersweet. Like at first, when I first moved to Florida, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I thought it was gonna be country. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but when I got there, it was actually legit. Like I actually, enjoyed it. Coming back here, I thought, I was like, it's worse places I could be, but coming back, I was like, okay, I already know the area, whatever. But a lot has changed since I was here in 2019. It's just, I don't know, that's the vibe and everything to me is different. So I can't wait to get back to Florida. But I got 3 more years till I hit 20. So hopefully I'll probably retire out of here. And who knows what's in store for me after that.
So give us a background on that. I know, like I said, my son and your daughter are around the same age. So if you don't mind me asking, like, how did it come out, or how did it come about you becoming, a single father and taking care of your daughter?
So back in, I want to say it was 2011-ish, 12, right when I first got to Andrews. I don't know. I just got a feeling that, pretty much she wasn't living right as with her mom, like she was supposed to. Long story short, or whatever like that, I had always had in my mind, I was like, maybe I need to get custody of my child, because she has 2 parents. Like she doesn't have to go through what she's going through because she has 2 parents, so. And then I got a call from her mother's sister, pretty much told me, hey, I don't know what my sister, you need to get your daughter. Never met this lady a day in my life or whatever like that. So that solidified it for me. So I went through the process of getting custody for my daughter. And I've had her ever since 2014, 15. She was 10, 11 years old. It was her first year of middle school. She went to middle school in D.C., was living in D.C. at the time. I had her ever since. She's 18 now. She's a senior this year. Hopefully she'll get out of there this year. Fingers crossed.
Woo!
Yeah, so being a single parent, I mean, it's not as easy as some people might think, being a single parent. It's hard. It has its days, good moments. It has its bad moments. I've had a village, family, a good support system. When I was in DC, I mean, being that I am like a shift worker, so you know how that could be being a single parent. It just, I think everything just kind of aligned for me. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think I had to go through like a whole, like I said, I had a roommate. So sometimes I will have to work at night. But then my roommate will be at home. So she could just stay at home or whatever like that. When I did wanted to go travel or TDY, I had to do things. My mother's not far. She was like 3 hours. So she would take the train up. And I was fortunate enough that she could just stay at the house or whatever and just would stay with her and watch her while I had to go do other things. So just having that support system and stuff was very helpful for me.
I'm always, when I met you and learned that you had taken on the responsibility of being that single dad, and not just, for other circumstance, but knew or had the feeling, and it was confirmed that your daughter, wasn't living the way that you wanted her to live, and you took it upon yourself to go get it, and go make that change, which, I don't know if there's a lot of people that go out there and see those things and are like, hey, I'm going to go get that, especially being a male.
Yeah.
And like how, I got one more question before I give it to Roz and Aaliyah if they have any questions. Like, how difficult was that for you to, go through the process of getting your daughter? Like, was that very difficult, you being a male and with all the circumstances? Like, talk us through that a little bit.
So I didn't feel that I was treated unfairly by the court or anything like that. I mean, there was this one time. I used to have to travel from DC up to New York every time I had a court date. So going up there, it seemed like it was just a dragging along process. Like every time we would go to court, we'd hear, they think that we were going to get along or make a decision, or like it was like a referee or something.
Right.
So I was like, well, y'all just wasted my time coming back up here. Whatever. So they was like, well, if y'all can't come to an agreement, this is probably like 4 times had I already been to court over a course of probably 2 years, 3 years. I know it was on hold at one time because I had deployed, so we had to put the court case on hold. But when I came back, it started up again. So essentially, long story short, they told me that they was like, well, we were gonna have to go to trial or something like that. You gotta need to get a lawyer. I wasn't gonna get a lawyer if her mom didn't get a lawyer, but then she decided that she wanted a lawyer. So I said, I'll get me a lawyer. They was like, well, you make too much money to get a legal
public defender.
Public defender, yeah.
Okay, well, I gotta come out of pocket. She didn't have to come out of pocket. So that's the route that we did. I used to always make it to court on time. The only time that I felt, I guess, mistreated, I used to make it to court on time, but the other party wasn't there. Her mother wouldn't be there, so they wouldn't call the case, right? Till she got there. She get there later on, they call the case, and I'll come back home to DC. There's one time I was late making it to court. They must have came out, was like, hey, is the other party here? No, they called the case and then dismissed it. Because I was late. And I'm like, all the other times when I'm always here, you would come out and call the case, but you would ask me, is the other party here? But then you wouldn't call it. You would just move on to the next. But this one particular day, like, that's why I felt mistreated. I was like, well, that's not right or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And then once we got our lawyers together or whatever, I think we kind of came to an agreement that I will be the custodial parent. She will get, Christmases and Thanksgiving alternate and every, break and school. I mean, when school was out, summer or whatever. And then we can just work it amongst ourselves. But after that, it just seems like I've just had her pretty much. I mean, she would go, you want to go visit your mama? You go visit your mother. I was responsible for taking her up there. And I don't know. It just, I feel that I'm a parent just like she is. Like, she can't do any better than I can or worse than I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a sense or whatever. Like 50%, that's 50% your child, 50% my child. Like, she doesn't have to live. If you're having trouble taking care of her, that's why she has me.
Yeah.
If you get yourself together, if you want your child back, you can have your child back. Like, I'm not trying to take her from you at all.
Right.
She doesn't have to live that way. If you're struggling right now, it'd be the same way if I had. If I was struggling, and you were better off than me, then yes, hey, it's just a 50-50 thing. So that's the way I feel. So I've had her, now she's grown, so it's like,
all right. Hopefully. Hey, Roz, you got anything?
Yeah, man. First of all, let me commend you on being a single father. It ain't easy.
No.
And I guess my question is, because I pretty much was definitely in the same situation as you, but I got my son. When he was about 12 and became a single father for a son, right? So I guess my question for you is, you getting a girl, being a man raising a female, because you know what I'm saying, men, we can raise boys. We pretty much fall into that role. Do you feel like it was harder for you to fall into that role as a father to a young lady and teaching her, the things that females need to know? I mean, like, for perfect example, that time of the month, like, what was your, approach to that type of stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like for me, raising a son was hard, but I kind of fell into the role. So for you raising a female, I mean, how did you fall into that role?
I think for me, I'm pretty much straightforward. I was raised around a lot of females. So my mother had a mother, I had a sister, and it was me in the household. I've got a lot of aunts. I got a lot of female cousins. So if it was something that I didn't know, like, I would ask them, or I would just do my research. I mean, that time in the month, I'm familiar with that time in the month. I know how it goes, but I don't know the ins and outs of every little thing.
Woo!
Yeah.
I would just Google it. Like, I just know the 28 days or whatever, the start and all of that stuff. So I would put it. They got apps and stuff for that now. So
They do.
Yeah. Hey, Leah, don't be looking at him crazy because he used technology. You over here just.
No, but he He said, I know about the 28 days. Sir, first of all, if she bleeding for 28 days, I'm going to need you to take her to the hospital.
No, in between.
No, in
That's when it stopped, like the
between.
last
I
day.
got what you meant.
got
I was picking up. I was picking up.
Yeah,
I know what you
everybody-
meant, but what you said.
Everybody is different, you know.
28
so,
days of bleeding. I know it's good to
That's
Yeah,
not
so-
healthy.
But you know, like, I mean, I was just when it comes to talking like that, I mean, I'm just straightforward. I have a tendency that I'm not raised where I struggle at is, and I still struggle to this day, is the female emotion part of it.
Let it
Like,
go.
I can't deal with that. Like,
Let it go.
it's just what is you crying for? What you crying about? Like,
See that right there. Let me tell you something, sir.
Look,
Don't
hold
try
up,
to
let
play
him
with
talk,
that baby.
Aaliyah.
Let me have
No,
it.
hold up, let him talk. You'll get your chance. You will get your chance.
yeah, so like
You
just
are the
with
perspective.
that, or you know, this or she tried like a couple of weeks ago trying to be manipulative or whatever like that. I can see through that, and I'm gonna just tell you straight up, like it ain't going down that way.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not even listening to you no more. It's like I don't know, I already cut it off because you're trying to be manipulative, or you're trying to make me feel bad, or whatever the case may be about something that I did or whatever. I'm a grown ass man. You're the child.
Grown-ass man, dog. Yeah.
I'm the child, you the parent. So I mean, I'm the parent, you the child.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I struggle. But anything that I need her to know, or like certain things that she asks, I mean, sex. I mean, I'll ask her. Like, I'll just come straight out, like, and do it. I know what's gonna go down in my house. I know what's not gonna go down in my house. Like,
Yeah.
You could be bleeding for 28 days, or you can live.
You know, I mean, I was young too. Like, you know, everything that you're trying to pull over, be trying to see, been there, done that. You know, I'm already. You got to stay 2 steps ahead.
Yep. That's just having kids right there.
And I don't have exactly. And I was like I said, I don't have the answers to everything. Shit. Sometimes I make shit up as I go along. You know.
Yeah, understandable.
It's just like with school now. Like, you know, you got a curfew. You don't go to school on time. That's just that many amount of minutes comes off your curfew when you late to school. However minutes you late to school, and
I like that.
And you only earn 10 minutes back per day that you're on time for school.
Look at that.
I like that. I'm going to use that. Oh my God, I like that.
Yeah, I was just like, how can I fix this? You know?
Yeah. So, Aaliyah, what you got? I know you over here about to say something, so go ahead, get at it.
First of all, I don't like you calling it her female attitude. Okay, it's not a female attitude. Well,
it is.
Honestly,
look.
Honestly, really and truly, and this is my right hand of God. Honestly, really and truly, when we're at that age, you got to understand that you guys started your puberty early, and it was like you going through puberty, and it was like, bam, you went through puberty. That's it. With females, it's like we start puberty. There's a continuous cycle for a few years, and we don't finish puberty until about that 19, 20 age. You know what I mean?
28
right.
years.
It's as unfortunate as it is, we don't finish puberty until about that 19, 20 age, because what happens is, although our bodies may or may not have developed or went through or have not gone through the change, our hormones are literally all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And it's not us per se, it's the hormones.
Them damn hormones.
It's the hormones. We are out of control, and it's not that we. I know that a lot of people, like I said, I grew up. I'm the oldest child of 3 and the oldest grandchild of 27. I'm the first girl born on both sides of the family, my mom's side and my dad's side. And there was a lot of men in the house. My uncles are 7, 9, and 11 years older than me. Between me and my sisters, there's 8 boys. So I was the only girl for a while. I was a tomboy for the longest, but when puberty hit,
she got hoop earrings. Like, what's gonna happen? Hoop earrings. Look, hoop earrings just dropped out of ears, and it was like, hey.
It was just a different time period. So like you said, it's literally we can't control that. We will cry, we will be angry. Our hormones are all over the place. I used to fight and cry. Like, who does that? Like, no, I would literally be fighting. Then my uncles would break up the fight. I get dragged home, and then I'd be crying on the way home. I didn't want to fight him. He was just
I don't know. I just say, you know, right.
We are not
like they know right from wrong.
Right. We're not difficult, and I will say that about anybody raising any parents, period. Children are so they're so fantastically wonderful in things, but it's never easy. So I commend anybody, any parent, you know what I mean? Single parents, I think, have it hard because there is no like that back and forth. There is no right. There's no
I can't. When I'm mad, I'm mad at you. I can't be mad
all
and
the time.
Baby,
right
at the same time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that. I will say, and unlike Raj, you didn't raise a boy, so you didn't have that perspective, if you will. With a girl, just everything will seem just, ridiculously over dramatic to you. Everything
she's there.
I'm married to it, so I already know.
Right. It'll be like, I'm just saying, it'll be like to you, you'll be like, this shit is stupid. Like, why are you even but to her, it's a big deal. Just do not, my biggest thing to you is do not lose that line of communication with her. Understand, don't feel like you are a failure because something didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. Know that as much as you guys may go back and forth, at the end of the day, you there for her, and that's important. That is the most important thing for her. She knows that beyond a shadow of a doubt, her daddy gonna be there. He will support her through everything. She can always call him up. He might fuss, but he will be there for her, and that right there is gold. So you might have to deal with a little bit of emotions in between.
I got this meditation that I do for myself. I try to tell myself, like, she is not you. She is not you.
Amen.
She's her own person. Because when I look at her and I'm like, in the way that I feel that I raised her, I'm like, where in the hell, like, why? I never did that. I never did that.
Yeah.
But they are their own person.
They are their own person.
It's like I came here yesterday. So I had to go to work for a couple of hours. I was like, you must like hearing me fuss and go to hell off. Why is all these fucking, dishes are in my sink? I don't allow this, but you hate hearing my mouth, but yet you do it anyway. Like,
I feel like you live in my house. God, no. I said the same thing. I just said the same thing earlier today. I feel like you live in my house. Like, I just said the same. What the fuck is going on?
It didn't make
teenagers.
No sense. I don't leave my sink like that.
Understand?
They are.
They don't understand.
They don't have the acumen to follow through like we do. They don't have the acumen to do the things that they don't see.
When you left those dishes in my sink,
I'm a doer. I'm a doer.
He's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like this. Now it's up to you to make that decision whether you left them or you hear my mouth.
I don't get it. Me either. Like, anyway, go ahead.
Well,
I'm a snack. So I said last night.
I appreciate you going out there, grabbing the bull by the horn, taking care of your family when they was in need. Your daughter, when was in need, going to grab her, making sure that she was going to be good to go. No different than Roz did, and no different than Aaliyah be down there, giving great advice for those that are raising ladies. And now we know that they go through puberty forever. So
yes.
Ever.
Not
forever. Once again, we really appreciate you coming through, and I wanted to make sure that everybody that's out there in the Men Ketchup atmosphere, understand that we got good men that are out here that are taking the bull by the horns, no matter what it is, no matter if it's a boy, no matter if it's a girl, no matter what's going on, they out there taking care of their family as a black man, raising a black woman, trying to make sure everything is good to go and putting good citizens out in the world that's going to go out and be a good asset to their community, not only the black community, but the United States of America. Hey, that's how I look at it. So I give you the applause, sir. Thank you so much for coming out, hanging out with us. Give me a story. We got one more thing we got to do, and that is called, we got to respect your deck. You know what I'm saying? We talk about music on this show, hip hop, R&B, and all that goodness, the gossips, as well as the new music that's coming out. And we gotta respect your deck. So how we do that is we talk about, hey, you got to give us your favorite artist, your all-time favorite artist. You got to give us that favorite song that is, no matter what it is. It could be one right now that gets you crunk, get you popping, get you through a workout, or it's something that helps you get back into that zone meditationally or emotionally. And then also you got to give us that album, that one album that you like, man, this mug go hard. That's the one that I can pick up anytime, play it, and that's what I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start it out with, what is your favorite artist? Talk to me, Mr.
Man, I got so many. I mean, like, I like hip hop, I like R&B, I like all genres of music.
So give me one hip hop and one R&B that you would go like, hey, if I got these two artists, I'm good to go.
Mary J.
Ooh.
And probably Jay-Z.
All right, we going Brooklyn all day. All right, here we go. So we got Mary J, Jay-Z, and I could say, ding, 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 ding. That was the first time we've had those two artists as the favorites on this show. So look at that.
That's not true.
Who else was Jay-Z? You did Jay-Z?
I did.
And I like Chris Brown.
I did.
Oh, he did great.
Chris Brown can't do no wrong for me.
All right, then, Chris Breezy.
Man, hey, get it done. All right, so now we're moving on. So we got Jay-Z, Mary J, and Chris Brown.
Wait a minute, bro. You got to pick one.
So what? Which one? Mary J or Chris Brown?
I stick with Mary J.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
Mary J and Jay-Z. All right, so now
that's the rule.
now we moving on to favorite album, and if you want to go R&B and a hip hop.
Favorite album, R&B. I would say My Life.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Hip hop. Oh man. I'm trying to think.
Choose wisely, sir.
Because Aaliyah will boo you.
That's hard. I'm trying to think one that I could put on
and just play.
Just play from like front to back. It's probably, damn, what's the name? It might be Jay-Z, the Black Album.
Okay, Black Album, that is a legit. You know what I'm saying? Got to dust your shoulders off and whatnot. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You like me again?
Yeah.
I'm your friend again.
Yeah.
Y'all might have to go get a drink there.
If you would have said, Ludacris chicken and beer, it would have been over for you.
Yeah. All right, so give me a song, R&B and hip hop. Give me that one song that go hard for you that you can put on at any time and it'll just change your whole emotions. You'd be like, okay, I'm good. Like the day about to be nice, or it could be, I'm going through something. Let me put this on, and it makes everything better or whatever feeling you need.
Right now, I'm listening to Chris Brown. Call Me Every Day with Wizkid.
Call me
okay.
Every Day.
All right.
That goes. That's my
that
right there. Yeah.
I like that one.
I like that. And hip hop. So I like it's a little ratchet. It's that girl. What's her name? The Gorilla.
Oh, Gorilla.
Gorilla with the Cardi B.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
I feel that. Right.
You like the chicks hanging out the window.
Yeah. No, not that one.
Not that
one.
Oh, she got a new one?
Oh, she got a newer one.
Not fuck nigga free.
Yeah,
the one with Cardi B. It's the one with Cardi. It's a newer one. I don't know the name of it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to Google
It was
that.
on the awards. They did it on the awards the other night.
All right, I'm about to find out.
I don't even watch TV, but I'm gonna Google.
Was it tomorrow too? Is that it? Yeah, because they did it on American Music Awards.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
it's called Tomorrow Too. That's what it is. So Tomorrow
Okay.
Too. Okay, all right, cool, man. So hey, everybody out there, now you know we got some Jay-Z, we got some Mary J. We had, what was it, My Life and Black album. And then we had, what was the, give me
Chris
the song
Brown,
again?
Call Me Every Day.
Yeah, Call Me Every
Chris
Day.
Brown.
And then Tomorrow Too by Gorilla and Cardi B. So once again, we always have to respect your deck, and we really appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. And we just got one more thing. Also, once again, another round of applause for our wonderful guest, T-Town Boogie in the building, aka
excellent music taste. Excellent music taste.
You've been approved. You get the stamp of approval. Fantastic.
All right, go down.
Now we are moving on to Top Almost 4. And
let's go.
Presenter for Top Almost 4 this week is Raheem. Talk to me, man.
Let's go. Can I get a hand?
You want some squats? I got you.
Okay, good.
There we go.
So first of all, the Top Almost 4 this week is brought to you by Just Fun and Games. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
With your bounce house and inflatable rental company. You know what I'm saying? Anything y'all need, let me know. If you're in Orlando and the surrounding areas, we supply all fun to your home. You know what I'm saying? I do that broadcast. So check this out. This week, Top Almost 4 actually has 4. We actually have 4.
You brought 4.
And then we got 4 and we got 3 honorable mentions.
What?
Because it's about to go down. So we doing the top storytellers, top storytelling songs in hip hop.
Top hip hop storytelling songs. Okay.
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion trial.
No. So we're gonna go with 3. We're gonna go with the 3 honorable mentions. All right.
Okay.
First honorable mention, Stand by Eminem. All right.
Okay.
That's my first honorable mention. Lil Wayne, Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my little jam. Mona Lisa Lil Wayne featuring Kendrick Lamar. Mona Lisa. Let's go with it. Okay. Lost Boys, Renee. You know what I'm saying? That's my third one.
Classic.
Honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Classic. So then we're gonna get into the top. So,
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
So number. And so with these East Coast people,
right.
They're gonna be a little mad because he at the bottom, but I'm gonna put him at the bottom. We're gonna go with Biggie. I got a story to tell.
Okay.
That's number 4. All right.
Okay.
Number 3, DMX. Here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you heard Here We Go Again, the story's hot. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna go with number 2. We're gonna go with Tupac. Brenda's Got a Baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's a classic. Brenda's Got a Baby. You know
okay.
But Brenda never had a man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, number 1, top storytellers of all times. And y'all should already know Slick Rick, children's stories. Like, talk to me.
Yeah. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you had to know. You had to know.
All right.
I ain't mad at the list. I ain't mad at the list. I mean, I want to know.
Biggie, what was DMX?
I got questions about the DMX one. Maybe I gotta go back and listen to that one.
Go again.
Ain't fucking with R. Kelly.
I like the song, but I don't think that was necessary storytelling. What? But then I was drunk that period of time in my life. So, but the rest definitely. I see Slick Rick is number 1. You know what I'm saying? I see. The rest of your list. I'm.
Who was 2?
Tupac. Brenda's Got a Baby.
But the storyline, it quite literally brought to light a lot of things that we in the Black community will not talk about. Brenda's stepdad or whoever, I thought it was a stepdad that was messing with her boyfriend, or maybe she had a boyfriend on the side. Something happened, then she started selling drugs, trying to, take care of her baby, then she got shot up. Something,
Yeah.
But again, good storyline. I just feel like a lot of like that DMX. I'm still troubled by that. But
go listen to that. That's my song.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go listen to it again because I don't remember that. But the rest of them, I like it. You get a silver star.
Okay. I'm silver this week. That's what I'm talking about. You
All
like
right.
dog.
All right. And then Slick Rick's was, what was that again?
That's number one. Children's story.
Oh yeah.
Yep, children's story. Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby. DMX, Here We Go Again. Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell. And then you got your honorable mentions, Stan, Mona Lisa, and Renee.
Trying to make sure.
And it's funny because usually I didn't think about that, but those three are all names. The Stan, you got Mona Lisa, you got Renee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I would almost have to say, I mean, as of songs, like Stan is that's a good ass song, man. Like Stan is, Stan's good as shit. I may have to move Stan into the top 4 because that's a good ass song, man.
To replace who?
DMX.
You say DMX because you don't know the song. Yeah, you ain't heard the song. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what though? Like, I mean, I like I Got a Story to Tell. I mean, DMX is really good. Like, Brenda's Got a Baby is really good. I mean, I would probably move Biggie's out. I would put Stan.
Let's do this. We're gonna do something on Mint Ketchup we never did before. We're gonna move Stan into the top 4, make it in the top 5. Boom. There you go.
Oh, he said he moved
first time. There you go.
He just switched up the game.
Eminem is now in the top 5 storytellers.
Let me add in there.
There you go.
Look at that.
Since you're allowed the guests to give you 2 songs apiece, which ain't the rules. Since we changed the game up, this is a new year. We changing the game up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We got kids bleeding for 28 days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here we go. We done switched it up. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll get an extra one.
There you go.
Ain't gonna be there after the
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Temporary. No, but hey, I mean, those are good songs. I mean, there's
they are
out there that I really enjoy. You know what I'm saying? There's some good songs out there, man. But yeah, if anybody out there, talk to us, man. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments and whatnot. Give us your top 4 storytelling song. Something that may have motivated you, helped you during a time frame. And usually with those storytelling songs, it's something that helps people or gives a perspective or something that you've seen in your neck of the woods that may be able to help you out or help you change the way you think about things. And in addition, we want to also bring this back up, you know what I'm saying, with the topic that we had before. You want to make sure that everybody out there, I know it's the holidays, I know there's things that are going on. We want to make sure that you are aware the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 800-273-TALK 800-273-8255. If you're down, if you need some help, if you need to talk to somebody, hit this number up, hit family up. Don't be embarrassed to say that you're going through some things. Everybody's going through some things. That's one of those things that teenagers think about. They're going through puberty and they don't never ask their friends to talk to them. They going through the same thing. Y'all all the same age and you're going through the same type of stuff. You're going through the same issues. Your parents have gone through it. I know most kids don't sit there and think about, hey, my parent was a kid at one time and went through this stuff. You don't think your parent was ever a kid, but they've gone through the same thing. So